Hi everyone, Lola here, and today I'd like to look at 45 and his claim to reopen the churches. Can he do that? Let's dive in. So, with the Eight of Matches crossing the moon, these two cards are the Eight of Matches. This was indeed a decision made in a rush. The Eight of Matches, that will be the Eight of Wands. So, that was a decision made in a rush and even possibly out of panic because there is a hidden motive here with the moon, and the hidden motive here is has to do with his re-election to the White House with the Four of Matches here, because declaring that he is going to reopen the churches, that is to appeal to the voters and his donors with it's all wishful thinking, wish here that he think can come true with the Nine of Cup here and the Ten of Button, which will be the Ten of Pentacle, his donors, those backing him up. And with the Eight of Needle here, that is just how, yes, the Eight of Needle here, that is the Eight of Swords, that is just how entrapped he got himself by with this statement of reopening forcing the states to reopen the churches. And I say entrapment because this is all going to come with a battle again, because in this case he really does not have any say, because it's up the federal government has no say in this. State do, the governors do. So this is the battle that is he entrapped himself in this battle again for his backers and his re-election for the White House here. But this Seven of Matches also has to do with the people in those states, in the states, to it was like an encoded message for the people to go fight the stay-at-home order as well. So it's all coded. It's yes, it's all coded here. And that also, that message with the Empress here, this is Mother Russia. This the Empress always comes as Mother Russia in when I read in those instances as far as 45 is concerned. So it's all being done to also appease her and even grant her get back on her good side, because 45 is not on Putin's good side as much as he was a few years ago. So he is really doing his best to get back the favors of Russia and Putin. So this is what that was all about. And the King of Button here, which is the King of that will be the King of Pentacle in the regular deck. That could be him, the money maker. Even though it doesn't feel too right when I say money maker, because he doesn't have that much money. And the Queen of Matches here, it's just him. The energy that comes with not him, not 45. That is the energy coming from these decisions to force states to reopen the churches. So Yes, that was this is something, it doesn't look like this is something that he can actually do, even if he want to. I do have two extra cards here. I have the 10 of matches. This the 10 of matches, or of course the that will be the 10 of wands, and that will be the voters, the voters, that the message was for them, his voters, and the Wheel of Fortune, things coming full circle. He does not have the power to force churches to reopen, and that is what we see here. So he may say it as much as he wants, but it does not look like he does have that kind of power.
Denied.
So with the clover, the ring, and the lilies, we do have here some kind of hope for a partnership here. And as I said, the Empress here, this is Mother Russia. This is Mother Russia, and this is the lilies fell right on top of it. The mice, the bear, and the book. This is literally stealing power from the constitution. Constitution here will be the book and the tower, and that is 45 is trying to take that power away, the power from the state that he doesn't have. He's trying to take it away here with the mice, the stars, the tower, and the man. And interesting enough, I said the king of button, which is 45. The man here that represent 45 fell on that same card. So the stars, the tower, and the man, this shows indeed his arrogance towards the government, and also his arrogance here, his arrogance towards also the church, because that will be church in general. Clover, mice, and store. This is fraud going on here. This here's his statement of reopening the church, wanting to take that power away from the state. This, it's shown here, that's a fraudulent move, because again, that is to benefit himself, not necessarily to go ahead with that plan. That's to benefit himself. And so he's giving false hope here with the mice and the star. He's giving false hope to his supporter that this is actually something that he can do, but that's a trick for him to get more support, because let's not forget, this is what he wants. He wants to stay in the White House to evade all the problems to evade the law. So that's what he's doing with that statement of him forcing states to reopen the churches. The ring, the bear, and the tower. This tells me that he may try indeed to go forward with that statement, and may try to get the DOD involved, because here I see bar and the government. This will be the DOD here that he may try to get with this road, the ring, and those two cards. He may try to get them involved, but honestly, even the DOD is powerless in this case. The lilies, the book, and the man. This is also an opportunity for 45 to learn the law here, and it's also shown here with the clover here knighting to the book. An opportunity for 45 to learn the law better because he doesn't know the law. He doesn't know what the law says, what he can and can do, and just makes things up. So this is a pattern that we've seen and we know of him, and is showing here as well. So as I said, this statement of his to reopen the church, to force the church to reopen because they are essential. All this is, I already said it, to benefit himself, but it's also to get in the favors of Mother Russia here with the mice knighting to the lilies. He does want to get back. I mean, his relationship with Putin right now is not an harmonious one. It's not, with the lily here and the mice, and this is a king, and this king is right on top of the Empress Mother Russia, the king, the ruler of Mother Russia right here. So this is what it is about as well. And because if there's harmony here, then it's good for him. So this statement is also for this to happen, that harmony to happen. And but the mice knighting to him, that's his worry, his the stress that he has over Russia not being on him, not being on the good side of Russia right now, because let's not forget, he has disappointed Putin a lot. So good luck with this. The clover and the book, I already mentioned it's a learning opportunity here for 45. But it's also, I mean, I said the learning opportunity for him to know the law, but it's also an opportunity for him to learn that he is powerless. With the mice and the bear here, he is powerless. And so is the DOG in this matter, and matters of the church altogether, with the star and the tower here. So they have no power, whether it's him or the DOG, in the matter of church in general. But and again, that saying that he can force state to reopen the church and is going to do that, that was also an opportunity for him to gain political support from his voter. And Mother Russia, well, that I already said, but this is the thing with Lenormand. There is a lot of repetition. You go one way, you say one thing, you go another way, you say something that takes you back to what you've already said. So yes, and to conclude this reading, the mice, the ring, the book, the government, this diamond right here, the mice and the ring, this is a vicious cycle. This saying it's all political. And it may look to him like it's secret, but those who are not sheep, it's not secret to the rest of us. So yeah, that statement, it was cute for him to think that he can do it, but he doesn't really have the power to do that. Nope. So is he going to reopen the church? Is he going to force the governors to reopen the church? That's up to the governors of those states to decide. But what he definitely did was to, with the 7 of matches here, what he did was indeed to make people protest even more and try to fight the governors on the decision, the stay-at-home decision, so that they will do 45 bidding, and even in this instance reopen the churches. Thank you so much for your attention, and see you soon.